This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The following will contain strong language, adult themes, and of course, Mara. Listener discretion is advised. On with the show. Hi, we saying it's Nelle.
Hi guys, what's goody? It's Tammie.
Hey,
Be mindful.
it's me.
We're doing that again. Hi, we saying it's Nelle.
Hi guys, what's goody? It's Tammie.
Hey, it's your girl Mara.
And this is the Not Too Much podcast. If you know,
You know.
Let's get straight into our topic one for today.
Right.
Now, I don't know if we've ever mentioned this on the podcast. I think we've alluded to it, but I don't think any of us see ourselves staying in the UK for the rest of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is generally a vibe that like we're not gonna be here.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Au revoir.
I
Oh,
said
you're
for
leaving
long,
already?
but
Ciao.
as soon as we can get out.
You just got here. You got to leave.
Just came up for a lovely year abroad.
I've been up and down, guys.
Now, on that, okay, we always said that we don't see ourselves staying in the UK, but I have two questions. Are you ready for it?
Are you ready? Ready?
Let's go get him.
If you're leaving the UK, where will you go? What is your forever home? Because we say we want to leave, but where? And two, a lot of talk on the social medias. Think about it, the UK is bad vibes. Are you leaving because the UK is bad vibes?
You can never run me out, bitch.
Oh?
Ooh.
Sorry.
No, but okay, yeah. So I just want to offer it out. Mara, because you've been a bit vocal.
Oh.
Well,
Offer it out to you, yeah.
you're on the stage, girl.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Okay. Disclaimer. Listen. The UK will not be my forever home, but I will forever have a home here.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh my god, it's not like Red Table.
Oh no,
It sounded like
not
Red
like Red
Table.
Table.
That takes. Anyway, no, I will always have a home here because I don't know. There's something about, and I'm gonna just get real specific here. The black Britishness that runs through his DNA, it can't be emulated anywhere else.
Yeah.
It can't be emulated.
What did they put in your coffee? What did they put in her coffee? I seem to have missed something.
It's because she had a herbal tea. The fuck?
No, I didn't. Was it herbal? No, it wasn't.
It was a fruit tea.
Black currant.
Isn't that the
It
same
was-
thing?
No.
No. I know I've been recent on the coffee, but you know I know my teas now.
It was black currant. It was honey.
It was actually, I tried that tea before.
It was
It's
really
lovely.
nice.
It's actually really
I
lovely.
don't like tea. This coffee is iced. Anyway.
The black British that
Oh,
runs
yeah.
through your veins.
It can't be emulated anywhere else. I'm so sorry. I know some demographics will try to say that we try to, imitate them. It's never been that.
Ooh.
Nope.
We can't. No. I
Anyway.
understand that we don't, but
We personally do not try to emulate other cultures, but we can't say
yeah.
that all of us.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
do that.
I'm sorry. I'm not spokesperson for the black British community because you guys are crazy.
Wait.
Okay, but we are.
I'm sorry. Like,
Hold on
I'm
a
speaking
second.
for me.
Yeah, but we are within the black British.
Yeah, love you,
Community.
but also we can't lie. It's a bit. But no one else can say that.
It's a bit, you're a bit.
You know what I mean? There's just something about being black bitch I love. Anyway, the
Yeah.
point is, I have two minds on the UK's bad vibes thing.
Okay.
I'm like, yes or no, obviously.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah.
Because, okay, one hand, let me start with no. It's not bad vibes. It's just some people are bad vibes. But there's bad vibes people everywhere. So what, you're going to get run off the globe? Where are you going? Thomas?
in Mars.
Oh my
I don't know. It's a
goodness.
universal experience that like you just wake up and just experience like people being bad man.
Mm.
But on the other hand,
Yeah.
I would say yes because I feel like Britain, the foundation of Britain as a country is actually just based on bad vibes.
Oh.
They just go around the world, just fucking
Bro,
everyone's
they
days up.
said
Colonial legacy.
the sun never sets on the British in the British. Do you know how crazy that phrase is?
Do you know what I mean?
The sun never sets in the British Empire.
And then
The
you hear phrases
chimes
like
of
that.
colonialism.
Exactly. You hear phrases like that and like, oh, it's not like, duh, of course we breed dickheads.
Tammie.
And that's it. Like, we're spoken for, but no.
What do you think?
I think I've been in an interesting position for these last, 10 months?
Mm-hmm.
So I think while I have been away, for context, I've just been on a year abroad.
Ooh.
I wasn't even looking for fanfare. But thank you. No, I think I realised already before going on one that the UK wasn't going to be my forever home. But actually being immersed in a year abroad, I was like, oh yeah. I think it was more so that I had just a desire to see more of the world. I still shift on the perspective of where I'll settle, because if I'm being honest, I don't trust any country. There are new contexts that are evolving each and every day, and some of you are showing yourselves. So I'm just going to sit tight and keep my mind open. But I will say that I think, to echo what Mara said, this place will always be a home for me. Listen, I went to school here. I sound like one of those Royal Navy adverts, like the Royal Carlisle, men of the Royal Navy.
That you were made in
Teesside.
secondary school, British secondary schools. We have an episode on that.
Character building. Go to that episode.
Season 4.
Listen,
I think it's episode 7.
Damn.
we really pump these out, don't we?
I don't know. If it's not, I'll edit
No, but you
this.
might actually be right. Bulldogs,
You'll
yeah.
edit this.
Oh, you'll edit this. Can you put it just...
If it's the wrong episode, I'll add in a voice note.
Editing Nelle here. Mara was wrong, but she was pretty close. Episode 7 talks about British primary school games, so you can see how she got there. Episode 9 is actually when we talk about British secondary schools, so friendships, forms, and unsure futures. Now, I don't know why I volunteered to do this, because this has added another 10 minutes onto editing time, but if you guys want to check those episodes out, they're there for you. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts. With that, I'm gone. I've been now on with the topic.
Thanks, and
Oh,
I'll
you're
put
so
it on
sweet.
the captions for the video.
But yeah, this is where I went to school. My family is here, because this is the thing. It's not like I'm existing alone. Like, I have a community here.
Sorry.
Oh my god! Like, I was really pouring out my heart. But
Why is this so funny?
No, it's the way you like.
she literally burst out laughing in front of me.
It's the disclaimer. It's not like I'm existing alone. Nobody.
Oh my god.
And she's grabbing my hand like a yardler.
Like,
Sorry.
oh, Yanla.
Yeah, I do
Please
love it.
fix my life.
No, I don't know what's happening.
There's nothing to fix. Hold on.
I don't know what's happening.
Well,
I'm just gonna close my bit saying because this has gone far beyond my control. Now, please take the floor.
Okay, but I want to actually, because what I've noticed is, the UK tends to be, it's a broad term. Because when we talk about the United Kingdom, we're talking about the 4 geographical
I didn't even
I
get
was
to
talking
that
about
part.
England.
So that's what I want to say, because I think
Yeah.
when people talk about bad vibes, respectfully, they are talking about England.
Yeah, because
And also diving deeper to where in England they're speaking about.
Where? London.
Yeah. That's what they're talking about.
Why are you shocked?
Do you know what? Can I speak?
I'm saying as
Go.
a scapegoat, but yeah.
London is used as a scapegoat because people think that we're mean there.
They say your man are rude, you know?
Yeah, but we are. We are. And that's okay, I think. I think, honestly, if you see a place as bad vibes, just don't go there. And that's where I have to just draw the line. We are rude. We have places to be, people to see, work to do, okay? Do you know how much of the UK's, England's capital comes from London? And this isn't Londoners' fault, it's the government's fault for not investing elsewhere where it's necessary.
Let's
because
get beyond Westminster.
do you know what I mean?
You know.
Let's stop being so London-centric.
Thank you.
But the people in London can't help it if everyone is London-centric. Okay, we've got places to be, people to see, things to do. So if you're looking around lost in the middle of a tube station when there are maps everywhere and you're expecting someone to come and help you...
What?
Guys.
They expected help.
Even I got the tube down. And I have no sense of direction.
Genuinely, just open up Google Maps. City Mapper is even there. They even tell you what part of the carriage to go to. So please,
Wow.
But London, okay, I don't think any place is bad vibes. It's just genuinely what you make it at this point.
You know,
Everywhere has problems,
Pockets of people.
social, economic, political problems, to be honest.
everywhere.
Yes.
You can't escape it, but you can just try and make it your own, no?
Exactly,
Yeah.
because when I said I was going to Cardiff Uni, people were looking at me like I'm going to be friends with sheep.
The sheep. Why was it the first thing?
Really ever see sheep in Cardiff?
Never.
That's the thing. I
then
was
again.
more disappointed that I didn't see sheep.
Yeah.
Because
Bah.
realistically,
Bah.
you... What?
It was Fatima.
Silence.
Fatima, shush.
Oh my gosh. Who's
Shush. You're rude.
I'm so sorry, Fats.
But no, I just think, yeah, I agree. It is really what you make it. And we've all said, listen, you'll find bad vibes people anywhere,
You know?
So,
We found buckets full.
but yeah.
And it's not just guys. I know there's a north-south divide in England. I don't know about anywhere else because I haven't lived anywhere else actually. Well, we lived in Wales, but that doesn't count. Oh, not that it doesn't count. As in, like, it doesn't count. It doesn't count because it doesn't count. We were there for 3 years. Not like we're not Welsh.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't know
We don't know
too
the
tough
culture
about
too
that,
tough.
so
Yeah,
we can't be like, yeah, it's also in Wales, bitch. I don't fucking know.
It took a turn. It took a turn.
No, because no right. But I'm like, oh, you know what? Everyone's calm down, man. So I don't want to speak anymore.
I mean, that's what we are here to do.
I mean, this is
like,
kind of our job.
No, listen, there's bad vibes people everywhere. And most of the time, people who are saying, oh, UK's bad vibe, you're the bad vibe. Shut up.
Do you know what I will say, yeah? I don't think I've ever said the UK's bad vibes. I've just said that certain people are bad vibes.
Yeah, certain things are bad vibes.
One
The
day
government's bad
we
vibes.
woke up and the whole kingdom was bad vibes.
You know. No,
You-
but there's
you
like
just
a
gain
wave of that.
political conscious and you're like, damn, this place is bad vibes.
You
Yeah, and then you look at everywhere else and you went, oh yeah, them too.
And then you're like, let me find my people, let me stay home
Yeah.
and enjoy my family, enjoy those around me, break bread in fellowship. And your life looks up.
This became really spiritual.
Your life actually does look up. So
Look at the sunshine
maybe
shining on you, girl.
if you feel like the place you are residing in is bad vibes,
Yeah.
take a look around who's there.
Yeah.
And maybe
Because it keeps company.
it's you.
That's why.
Because, well, it's a misery thing, that's what they say. But the bad vibes do keep company now. But, no, I agree. And this is the thing. Something that you said that I think is important. The duality is important here. A place can be bad vibes, but your people can be good vibes. Balance.
Balance.
Balenciaga. Balance.
Don't want none of your bad vibes, bad vibes, bad vibes.
Well, welcome back to another promo break. We are here, episode 4. Let's go. You guys know what to do. Follow us and engage with us at the NTM Pod on Instagram and at the NTM Podcast on TikTok. Also, if you feel called to, make sure to give us a 5-star review on your platform of choice, wherever you listen to us. And I think that's all from me. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Enjoy the rest of the episode. Okay, so we're back with topic 2. And I think this is one that kind of lands fairly nicely with what we were talking about in topic 1.
Segues.
At the moment of recording, at the time of recording, we are on the back of a general election that happened in the UK with a Labour government who won by quite a bit. So we now have Keir Starmer as our PM. I don't know what this will sound like in a year, 5 years, listening back.
It's got replay value.
But I think during that election and figuring out who to vote for, because we all voted. We all wanted to we all wanted to exercise our democratic right to vote, especially because it was all of our first general election.
Jenny Leck.
It was an interesting Jenny Leck because I think for the first time I felt like a political orphan.
Ditto times 2.
Which I guess led me to ask the question. I think it's all established that we're political orphans. But I wanted to take it a little bit back.
Oh.
When did you feel like you first became politically conscious?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna start it off.
You want to start it off?
I mean, I ain't got no choice, and I feel like I want to start off.
Oh.
The thing is, it's hard to really assign a particular time where I felt politically conscious, because I don't know why I feel like it's something that has walked alongside me like a lot of my life. Because if I'm going to be frank, just from the get-go, I don't think I have in my identity the luxury of being apolitical. I do not have the luxury of just being like politically ignorant and, you know, just like turning a blind eye because I decide to do that. The next day they come and surprise me with something else. I think, especially in the area I grew up with and like the cultural demographics, I think it was just brought to me at a very early period. Even as early as I would say, like, you know, that bridge from, I feel like it was like the bridge from like year 6 into year 7.
Okay.
Like around, I don't know why the period of the, you know, the sleepaway trips that you do. There was just a time where I just felt, if I was to say a period, that I just felt like very politically attuned. But like I said before, I just don't think I've had the luxury of being apolitical. So I think that's always felt politically conscious.
Mara?
I can't pinpoint a certain time where I became politically conscious. Because I feel like I grew up in a household that was politically conscious. So I can't like be like, oh yeah, I woke up that day and was like, yeah. But I can pinpoint the moment I felt politically despondent.
Okay.
And I feel like we all did it, you know, when we all had to, I was driven to school. This was the first day, not first day, but first time in a while I get driven to school, you know, I have to take the bus life. And it was the result of Brexit.
Oh my God, the Brexit vote.
David Cameron, I heard that nigga resign on the way to
the
school.
radio.
That period plagued such a time of secondary school.
I was like, whoa. Even like, because I walked into form, I remember, because it was secondary school. I walked into form and everyone, when was that, 2016?
2016.
Yeah.
When Trump got in.
Brexit and Trump.
Yeah, that was such a heavy political period. And it,
you know,
times feel like deja vu.
Literally, because up until, I feel like some people were still politically ignorant, and people are still today, to be fair. Which, when I say that, I mean like you have a limited awareness of politics or the affairs happening within the political world, whether by choice or not.
That's it.
Because, you know,
that's
it's not every day like people do it on purpose. But listen, I feel like everyone, at least for a moment, even if they did not continue to be so, was catapulted into a bit of consciousness around that. But yeah.
I would say for me, I've always been socially conscious. In the sense of, as Tammie said, I cannot afford to walk in this world without having a social understanding of how I'm affected and then how others are affected. And so naturally, when you're at the bottom of the totem pole, you're going to see who's below you too.
Exactly.
And you're going to be aware of that. So I think I've always been socially conscious. Political conscious, no, like for myself, not through the adults in my life, but for me, for me to feel a type of way was the Brexit vote.
Yeah.
We had to vote in school to like vote remain or leave.
Oh, okay.
So we had like a proxy.
Okay,
vote.
yeah.
And people at my school, the demographic of my area, people voted leave as like a joke.
Yeah, because
like it
was
not
a
gonna
joke.
happen. Like
duh.
And then to come into school, and I remember distinctly we had English, and it was the same thing when Trump got voted in as well. I had English both times, and both times the lesson was just spent with my teacher actually trying to calm us down, because there was a frenzy and a panic for our future that we would not let go of.
Everyone was scared. Well, that's what my form was like anyway.
We were scared until COVID happened. Because it was Brexit, COVID.
Yeah.
And I always remember you know what, it's so interesting you brought up English, because for me it was history. I could always just remember like humanity-based lessons, we would just sit there and just go into it in depth. Because it was a level of, and the thing is, the teacher actually didn't know what to say.
Because they were going through
They were
it.
going
I
through it.
literally
It was
remember-
such a
it was true.
It was a time where I've obviously considered everyone in my life human, but it was a real moment where like I felt like my teachers were so humanized in front of me.
Yeah, because they didn't have the answers, and normally your teachers
And
do.
they were so vulnerable.
Yeah.
like teachers sitting down being like, I don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
I remember because form was always the start of my day.
Mm.
So I walked into a form at 8:35. You know what? Normally I wasn't early. I can't lie, or on time. I had a bit of a leeway. I walked in on the dot. I said, "Hello."
Attendance was high that day, you know.
Full classes.
So talking about key political moments in our life,
Yeah.
did you at any point, feel like you could belong to or align with a political party? Because I'm saying that we're political orphans. Were we ever not political orphans?
It's difficult because I think, to an extent, that I would. Yeah, I agree with it. I feel like I probably have always felt detached in some way, but the need to want to contribute and exercise my right to vote and engage in these political structures, these democratized political structures. I feel like I just want to be involved to do more, to contribute more. But I would be lying to say that I feel represented by anybody. I feel exploited a lot of the time, yes.
Yeah.
If you were to ask me how many times I felt exploited, or people that would be part of my cultural background or similar backgrounds that make up my identity, how many times I would have felt like exploited by that or seen them being exploited, I would say too many times to count. Because it feels like you're such a afterthought until you're needed to propel their own success.
Yeah.
I echoed that. And it's interesting that you was like, have you ever felt a point where you wasn't a political orphan? Because I kind of feel cheated. I think, you grow up in your environment and you kind of like are politically conscious by proxy. Like if I'm just going to be like very candid, like I grew up in left-wing Labour. Everyone vote Labour. There's not a date, like realistically, nobody is voting any type of other party.
Guaranteed
And the time,
Labour,
and the time my mother did vote Lib Dem, my father did vote Lib Dem, they fucked them over.
The North will never forget.
Oh my goodness
Sorry, guys.
gracious me.
The legacies.
So
straddled with student.
Listen. Oh my gosh, I think Matt, they're still stingy to this day. But I feel like the time where, became politically conscious for myself and started becoming a bit more aware and like following up on things and then trying to look through parties and manifestos and whatever. By the time I came to actually be able to vote, do you think any one of these dickheads I could align with?
Okay, what I will say is there was one individual, and that was the only time where I felt politically aligned to someone.
Oh, I know you're exactly going to say.
And
Mr. is
Jazza.
Mr. is
Jazza.
No.
The only time I felt
Wait, what did you send to the group chat? That he was putting. She was like, when can we move?
When can we say something north? No, but I think that was the only time I felt aligned as much as I could be aligned.
And seen
by
respected as well.
And seen as a human being. After that and before that, I never thought I could be truly aligned with a politician, and I don't think I ever will be, because even Jeremy Corbyn, he's been celebritized as well, so that kind of, I had to take a step back and realign my thoughts with that as well. I will say for me, and doing history at A-level really was the start of this thought process. Was, I feel like, and again, assumptions, because I wasn't born, I feel like back in the day,
Yeah.
right? Politicians truly believed that what they were going to do, what they wanted to enact, would truly help the country.
Okay.
Whether I would have aligned with their political beliefs, where they lay on the political spectrum, doesn't even matter. I truly feel like Conservative, Labour, Lib Dems, we've got to take it back to the Liberals, they really believed in what they stood for.
Yeah.
Like, you might have hated them for it, but that was
They spoke with conviction.
Now,
it doesn't...
I feel like everyone is so self-servient. Everyone wants to do things for themselves, and it's not for the country anymore. It's self over country, party over people.
Yeah.
That I don't even believe in anyone. Like, I don't believe that what you say you're going to do is truly going to help people because you don't believe it.
That's the thing. And I don't know to what extent. I think during the time of like going over manifestos and like preparing for the general election and vote, I just kept thinking to myself, and it's so interesting that we started with the UK is our forever home. It was moments throughout the campaigns that I said to myself, I don't think I would want to stay here. I will always know that I've had a home here and I've had my people here. But to see the way that, listen, it goes beyond me. It's also about what I want to continue to build in this country. How I want people that I bring into my life to feel safe. There's a level of feeling like, listen, I don't feel personally safe. And I think also there are some people that want to see this country arguably be like some sort of social pariah. And I don't want to stick around for that.
I don't know. It's interesting because I've always believed like politics is deliberately confusing for people and deliberately misleading. But I feel like at this point it's going to step further because and this is an assumption as well, like back in the day, like you said, I feel like parties like to be defined as a party. Do you know what I mean? It's very clear cut. Everyone had clear cut boxes and definitions, and it was like, I don't stand for this, I stand for that, blah, 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 blah. Like, it was very clear and definite. And now, it just all merges and blurs together. Yeah. It's just very strange, and I think it's all in the name of self.
Yeah.
I also think if we think past the UK, and we look to France,
which was growing after the European, a growing right wing.
America, Canada. Yep. I mean, the people aren't liking Justin Trudeau at the moment.
No.
Across the globe, we are seeing such strong political shifts. And a part of me cannot decide whether this is unique to our lifetime or a cycle repeated and repeated and repeated, and nobody's doing anything about it. And that's why I feel like a political orphan, because no matter where I go, party-wise, country-wise, geographically, I feel like I will forever be a political orphan.
Yeah. That's what I'm like, I don't really know what the future holds. I just don't ever see myself ever fully aligning with anybody again. Well, it never really happened actually, but yeah.
I will ask one question though.
Yeah.
What would it take for you to align with a party?
It's such a loaded question.
I was gonna first say transparency. Like, realistically, if you just buck and be like, yeah, guys, we're in a bit of a shit tip, it's not gonna be one term it takes to fix this all. But you're just gonna have to ride the wave. And just, the first couple of years are gonna be hard, but this is what this, like, lay it out clearly. Put all your cards on the table. But then even then, I'm kind of like, I don't even know if I have a belief anymore in it. So I don't even know if transparency is the right answer.
Do we believe in the system?
No.
And I think on that same line of transparency, I mean, definite accountability for me. I see a lot of political figures hide either behind their party, hide either behind the people within, you know, their party as well. Like, I just don't see people, like how we've talked about just earlier, that people would stand on things, or people would at least, I know it's kind of an imagined thing, like with their integrity, there's only so much that we can really gauge from what they present us. But I just think being able to acknowledge your faults, acknowledge where you went wrong, this is the thing that, especially during the COVID pandemic, accountability was something that I wish I saw more of. Because the feelings were, it was truly hurtful to see people so dismissive of things that could have been so preventable on their part, of the people that they hurt, of the families that they prevented from being able to connect with their loved ones one last time. Like, it goes beyond that. It's just, for me, if I was to say anything at all, just accountability.
What I want to do is jump off COVID. Because I feel like if there was a moment where parties and governments really, really isolated young people, it was during then. Because you got us at the wrong time. COVID, at least for us was in our year 12. You had people who didn't get the right examination grades that they should have got in the year above. People who were in uni, and the kids now whose education has been disrupted and they're still feeling the effects of it to this day.
It will take time to recover.
But what you had showed me was, I cannot trust any of you. We were in school for way too long. And we knew it
too long.
It was such a point of discussion. Every day we would come into, such a good point you made. Every day we would come into school. And obviously we were in year 12 at this point. So, you know, 17, like my peers were really talking. And everyone was like, why are we still in school? Have you guys checked this update? Have you guys seen this? Like, we were very much informed of what was going on, and also wondering, people would be saying, oh, when do you think they're going to close the school? It was not a matter of if, it was when.
Every day it was like, is this the last day?
People were catching COVID, people were dying. People were dying. A lot of young people were gone or lost someone. The irreparable damage, and forget that, people still have long COVID.
Even still, for those, when you were saying earlier about people whose education was disrupted, there are some people that are just unaccounted for. That have simply just disappeared off the radar. That shouldn't be right. And even for those people that were in care homes, when they reached the age of 18, and then where could they go?
Those in nursing homes.
They couldn't go anywhere, they were trapped. They were like basically sitting ducks. And I genuinely believe, like, I think that I voiced transparency, you voiced accountability. I believe that none of us, well, I'm going to talk for me, I could never believe in this system again. I need to see a new system. Burn it down.
Oh, now we're getting into tricky
territory. Burn it down. Like, I genuinely don't believe that I cannot see past this outdated fucking, like,
it was never built for us.
It was never built for us. So realistically,
but we're having to navigate it.
Exactly. So I say burn it to the ground. Yikes.
Stop before MI5 start looking at this.
Listen, MI5, there's fucking race riots and you're on NTM podcast listening to this. Shut up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But, should we get into the race riots?
Shall we get into the race riots? No, because let's go. Shall we get into the race riots? Please, because we couldn't leave the house.
No, genuinely.
Yeah. We bought enough groceries so that we could stay inside and not go outside.
We had to plan for it. And it's not... The thing is, I think when we talk about political orphans, we have to remember that means that in every institution that our country is built upon, there is no faith. I'm talking about the police. The prison systems are... that is just entire...
People only living out a percentage of the sentence because it's so overpopulated.
Public transport.
Oh,
a mess.
Job the job market,
The job
is,
market
is in shambles.
We're yapping on here.
It's just like, I have no trust. And then these race riots truly was the cherry on top.
They affirmed it.
Cherry on top.
We planned this episode ages ago, before the general election.
Yeah, before January elect.
And so
It's
much
even
has
announced.
happened.
So much has happened, and so much will continue to happen. Femicide, even though everyone's afraid to call it that.
Talk on it.
It looks like I'm going to stay an orphan for a while.
Forever,
I don't think we can even sing at the end of this. It's really bleak.
No,
We'll find a way.
Listen, it's bleak, but at the same time, like,
It's real.
shit,
No, it's true.
it's real. Ain't all sunshine and roses over here.
That's
People
the
chasing,
thing.
people throwing bricks.
People putting, I can't even comprehend.
People
So
throwing
be
bricks.
putting razor blades under stickers, on transport.
What idiot?
We can't say for sure.
But whoever it is,
Whoever
Yeah.
it is,
these heinous things that you're doing.
what, like domestic terrorism? If you call it what it is.
What I will say is, to our listeners,
Yeah.
this is a dark and scary time. And when I say this, I don't mean this particular moment.
No.
I mean, if you are under the age of 30,
Yeah.
your whole lives have been a dark and scary time.
Yeah.
But just know that you're not alone in thinking that,
Mm.
and that you have a community within NTM who are here to uplift each other, support each other, bring small moments of joy
We will try our chat. We will try.
in the
We will
face of fear and hate.
try.
And just know that that will be done. So this has been a
Every
dark
Wednesday.
episode. Maybe listen to some, I don't know, season 4. Something like something.
I don't
something.
know. Listen, we try and give you entertainment, but sometimes we gotta keep it real, guys. So,
Yeah.
see you next Wednesday.
And with that, I've been Nelle.
I've been Tammie.
And I've been Mara.
And you've been listening to the Not Too Much podcast. If you didn't know before,
You know now.
NTN News Round. NTN News Round. NTN News Round. With the latest and the latest and the latest to you. You feel lost? Plus you're an orphan? Hey. Well, listen to our podcast. We give you news. We give you opinions. We give you thoughts and entertainment. What more do you want? Well, listen to BBC? BBC? Boring E?
What the hell are you talking about?
pay your TV license.
And why?